Alright, everyone, welcome back to Horror Night. This is episode 30 that we've done on the channel. Hope everybody's enjoying Zeroween so far. This one's going to be about the Colorado Street Bridge, also known as the Suicide Bridge in Pasadena, California. Let's give you a little background on this bridge first before we start talking about, the things that have been supposedly spotted there. As once again, I have my notes, doing the old format. We really haven't changed much since starting this series, but another one of these episodes where I'm in front of the camera. I've done a few where I've just edited stuff in together. Some of these episodes, the shorter ones, I don't feel like I need to be in the episode, but if there's something that I feel I want to talk about, you guys are going to see me in front of the camera like this. So this bridge in Pasadena on Colorado Street is roughly 150 feet tall. I'm going to show you guys some images of the bridge too throughout this video. Now, before construction was complete on this bridge, a worker fell into a vat of concrete. So already this bridge was just cursed from the beginning. The construction ended around 1913, so it's a pretty old bridge, almost as old as I am. And in 1919, a person fell to their death from the very bridge, which started just a slew of unfortunate deaths on the bridge. So since then, there's been roughly, this is not like an official number, but they said there's been roughly 150 suicides on that bridge. That is a lot. And about 50 of them came from the Great Depression during that era. So that's a lot of people. I mean, I was actually surprised to find this out myself. I didn't know it was that many. Again, that's an unofficial number, so those numbers could be skewed higher, it could be skewed lower. Usually those numbers are printed lower, but so it could be more than 150. But those are the numbers I could find. So then, why is this bridge haunted? I mean, there's been. Is it restless spirits? Is it some people think that the bridge itself is a gateway to hell, which kind of makes it kind of thinner around there and gives it like an eerie feeling, and people think some of those spirits are dragging the people down. Is it all just a coincidence? Is that why it's haunted? Is it just one of those bridges like the Golden Gate Bridge, or is there actually something there supernaturally that's making people do these things, or just creating that presence around there, that haunting presence with the restless spirits and all that? It's it's up to your own devices to whether you believe one thing or the other, but the truth is that people have died there. You can't deny that. So if something supernatural is going on here, it's a very sinister thing, whatever it is. Now, let me get to some of the accounts. People have spotted numerous things on this bridge, mostly at night. Obviously, spirits or apparitions walking along the bridge that just happen to just disappear as they drive by, or as they're walking and suddenly they're there, suddenly they're not. I mean, that's, I guess, one of the most common things to see on the bridge. There's a river below the bridge too. I think it's the Arroyo Seco River, I believe, is over there. And there just seems to be a lingering sadness, like just around the bridge, from people who have been there, driven across it. Now, I have actually seen the bridge in person several times. I haven't actually driven across it or walked across it or anything like that. I've seen it. I've been within like 100 yards of it, I would say, driving by it on the highway. I've seen it. It's just kind of sitting there, but the pictures that you see, it's kind of like when you see it in person driving by, it looks a little bit different, but you can tell that it's that bridge. And it is pretty haunting, honestly. I've been by it at nighttime, and it's it's like very gloomy over there. There wasn't many cars at all going across it. I didn't see anything like any spirits. I didn't really have time to sit and look, but it was very haunting presence to the bridge itself. Seeing it in person. I remember just randomly driving by it one day, and I'm like, that's the bridge. That's the one that I've heard about, the suicide bridge. And I didn't realize, that it was even over here anywhere. So it's a very sad place. It's a very unfortunate situation with people having jumped from there. That's always something that breaks my heart personally when I hear stories like this. Just the Akihari Forest in Japan, of course, Golden Gate Bridge, and it can really just create just an overall sadness for that area. That is where these things are taking place. Now, if you've driven along the bridge, I'd really like to know your thoughts on it, whether you think it's haunted or not. I mean, like I said, whether or not you believe it's haunted, people have died there. That is truth. So there's that kind of like presence lingering over this bridge, whether it's haunted or not. Now, of course, I believe that something could be haunted. I have that open mind. I've talked about it before. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other that this bridge is haunted, because obviously I don't know. This is just based on what I've heard, what I've found looking into this. But it's a very interesting bridge, and one that it's quite a beautiful looking bridge almost, but also just very, very haunting. So let me know what you guys think of the Colorado Street Bridge. If you've been there, your thoughts on it, and what you might believe or not believe. That will do it for this episode of Horror Night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, 0 is the number.